Hey, it's Jimmy Tebeau from the Schwag. We're here at the Schwag office, and there's a lot been going on. Just this past Thursday, I played a solo acoustic show down in Festus, Missouri. I went to middle school and high school there. It was almost like a high school reunion. I hadn't played in that town in over 20 years. Some people I used to be in bands with 20, 30 years ago came in and sat in with me. A lot of fun. The next day, Friday last week, we went down to Springfield, Missouri, played at the Regency, and great gig, great club. The trick about that one is we had to load out. We got out of there about 2 in the morning, 2:30, drove up to Rolla, Missouri, about a half-hour away where my parents live, and the whole band and crew crashed at my mom and dad's house. They loved it. We got there at 5 in the morning, slept about 4 hours, and then got up, showered, and went over to the big St. Patrick's Day parade in Rolla, Missouri, where we played like 7, 8 years. We've done that gig. We play right after the parade, and the students put it on. The college pays us to do it. But this year we showed up at 10:30 in the morning, went up to the stage, and there was no production, no PA system or light show. And then the student guy came up, and he's like, "Hey, you guys ready to jam?" I'm like, "Well, by contract, you guys were supposed to provide PA system and all that like you've done in years past." And the student looks at me with this crazy face, and he's like, "Oh man, I screwed up." And we couldn't play the gig. And he handed me the check and said, "Sorry." But that was okay. I mean, we loved playing that gig. It was a sunny day, and we would have loved to have done it, but we couldn't. So we got paid, and then we drove right to the Rolla airport, and we did that because we had booked a charter flight on a twin-engine Cessna to fly the band up to Des Moines, Iowa, where we had a gig that night. We had sound check at 5 o'clock, so the band members, we got on this plane, flew for an hour and a half up Des Moines, and got a shuttle ride over to the club. A big club. It was like a 1,500-seat venue. It was the Seven Flags Event Center, and we were it was a double bill with the Pink Floyd tribute Think Floyd from Chicago, which many of you know, played with us a number of times. Great guy, great band. So we got there, sound check, did the gig, and then the Pink Floyd group asked some of us to sit in. So I got to sit in on the song Money during their set. And then Sean and the rest of the guys got to sit in on Comfortably Numb and Fearless, which was pretty cool. But that show was awesome. And so the goal was to do 4 shows in 3 days and do this flight, which was a lot of fun. But that's what's been happening in the world of Schwag. Stay tuned for more in the future.